demo 329. All right. This slow response is not this computer is a slow piece of crap. It's Factory Talk View trying to load and process and deal with all the crap it's going to have to deal with. You have to give it time. Because you'll notice, it's not responding at all. There it goes. It's got to open up databases. It may have to start the database. It has to call over to D15 to make sure it's there. There's a lot of stuff happening here. All right. So that showed up. We're starting. We're getting there. Here's that additional faceplates I was talking about. We can turn all those off if you care. This is all the type of stuff that it did. So let's see. Did that, checked the services, did a whole bunch of other stuff. Tried to find something, apparently couldn't. So the first thing I need to do was add that new server. Tell it okay. So now that I've selected the correct level over here, you'll notice apply shows up. I can apply it, yep. I'm going to verify it, tell it okay. Now if something goes wrong, it'll come up with an error message. Don't just keep hitting okay. Make sure you've checked the message to see if there's an error. At this point, I now can see my PLC. So I'm going to go to displays. I can double click to start a new one, or I can right click. I'm going to add a button. Here are the different options up here. It's hard to read, I realize. Momentary push button. So a button may go in and stay in. The momentary push is spring return, right? So, whoops. I want that. Create a button. Whatever, however you want it looking. I'm going to come in and tell it to toggle if you don't see your PLC, hit refresh all folders. Trigger. And so now it's saying toggle 131 trigger. Up appearance. I can say the same or make it different. I can change colors. I can do all sorts of stupid things for no good reason. Tell it okay. Drag it to change size, right? Pretty standard. If you've done anything in PowerPoint, 6 of one, half dozen the other. I can add numbers or string data. I can tie it to something, and I don't have to tie it to tags directly. So online, here are my tags, right? Mm-hmm. If I want to look at where is what I'm looking for? All right, so I happen to know that barcode data is a tag that I created, but online doesn't show it, does it? If I come down in here, though, however, I get barcode data as a tag, and there is the data that's in barcode data. What I'm looking for actually, however, is current count. So here's local 4i, current count. Tell it apply. Under common, no. Okay, that's good. That's because that's not text. If I want the text to be bigger, I can drag and it'll make it bigger, right? If I care about things about justification, I'm gonna center justify this just because I can. And so now, if I hit play, it's telling me that is my current count on the encoder. Now, I will warn you, the first time you run this, it will be a little slow in responding. It falls under the "it just is." And what I don't know is why this changed font sizes on me, seemingly. Now I'm going to add one more thing. Actually, let's do it. I'll stop that. So, you'll notice my cursor still shows that little circle. One of the little idiosyncrasies I hate about the software. I'm still stuck in draw circle mode. You explicitly have to go back to the arrow to get out of it, or to whatever you want next. I can come down to libraries. I can go find something here that I like. Surprisingly, there's not a lot of lights in here, but that's fine. Let's go and all right. I'm going to select this guy here. I'm going to drag him over. I can close this. I would encourage you not to save anything in here, because if you do, you're messing it up for anyone else that uses that computer, including yourself in the future. So when in doubt, say no for that. Now this, the way they created this is they've got layer upon layer upon layer of objects all grouped together. So I can come in here and double click on it and get to the next group, potentially. And if you get to the right point, you can go to animation, color. I want to come back up to here to online, trigger, and yeah. So, if I've selected the right layer, and sometimes I haven't, it's hard to tell, the background should go from red to green, not that I can tell. Something else you need to be aware of. The first time you start a screen, if you right click and go to display options, settings, excuse me, maximum tag update rate, 1 second. By default, they only update the screen every second. So no matter what the tags are doing in the background, the screen will not reflect any changes for 1 second. I think it's to keep control of network traffic, because this has the potential of wanting to suck a lot of data through that network. 120 seconds, 0.05. Unless I know I can get away with something less than 0.05, I tend to do 0.05 for everything. Just be aware. And it says, okay, I got to close and open the screen, so no problem. Save that. So now, it takes a couple seconds for this thing to recycle. It's kind of hard to tell, but that outer circle is toggling, right? Here's my other message. And so I can provide that visual feedback. I could have made the background of the button indicate the state of that bit. But you do want something to provide that feedback, or otherwise the user has no idea what the hell's going on. Here's my encoder, right? Easy enough, right? How hard can it be? Exactly. I love it. So I'm not going to collect anything on this at this point, homework-wise or anything like that. But I want you to start playing with it some. And honestly, if you think about it, with this, in conjunction with what you're trying to do up here, this is actually going to make it easier to see what the hell's going on, isn't it? Because now you can see, oh, hey, yeah, the photo eye seems to be tripping on 132, but I'm not getting the message on 131. Now I don't have to watch all this shit in the bloody RS Logix interface, which sucks.
I dealt with that on the lab.
Some of this might be ugly to do. Let's see, how would I do that?
LED indicator with a 1 or 0 on whatever bit you need.
Yeah. You might be able to. Do something like this, and let's make this so you can read the silly thing. Can you guys see that okay? Now as I'm doing my bit shift, that's odd, that's not changing. I could potentially be watching the bit shift occur, right? Why is that not changing? I might be pointing at the wrong place, I don't know. Yeah, that should have been the right one. So I'm not sure why that's not updating the way it expected it to, but it isn't, that's fine. But I have that potential. I could do it this way to be. Oh, that's interesting. But for some reason it's not letting me display it as binary. I don't know why. And not continually update.